You are now listening to the sounds of
So last time we
Yeah.
talked to Oscar, he was releasing the self-titled album, and you working on some new stuff. What's the schedule been like? Have you been writing a lot, recording a lot, or are you kind of taking a break, or you doing what you do?
Next project's done.
Oh, this man's
Wow.
already got it
A
in the fucking
hard-working
book.
man, always hard-working.
Yeah.
That
Next project's already done. I got an EP that's gonna come out before the next album is done, and I'm gonna be up in Portland in a few months to go work with a friend.
Damn.
How long does it take you to put together an album, or do you just continuously write through the year and have enough material to kind of pick through and sort as and make your album?
So, it really all it depends on Casey's ethic is just way beyond mine. So he's just constantly sending me beats, and then I'm just like, oh my god, like I have to do something with this before the next wave of like 10 more come through. So I just constantly working. Like after we were done with the last project, he already had like a batch ready for me to go through.
As of now, what has been your favorite song that you've made so far? That you're like, this is the one that is I'm most proud of, and this has been the one that's
Or the one that you hear and you're like, okay, yeah,
this is my baby.
I've done it.
Yeah, this is the one.
That I feel like it's always changing, but like it either be I really like Late December a lot, and or I don't know. It's always the new though. No matter what, it's probably something that you guys haven't heard yet.
Bro, how was it going back to your high school and
Oh.
performing at your high school? I mean, what was that whole experience like?
It was good. It was super fun. There was some interesting. So they had like a little contest where like the kids would write their own raps, and they came up, and I had to judge them.
Oh wow.
And then like that was pretty wild because those kids got dark, man. Like they got dark.
Some dark lyrics, huh?
Damn.
Some emo style raps.
More emo than I've ever expected.
Some little peep stuff.
Craziness out there.
But it was cool. It was really interesting. It was cool to be back on the campus, and then kids asking me, where is hip hop taking me? Have I ever met any of my idols and things like that? And I was able to talk to kids and make them feel like they can do it coming out of a small town or the high school that they would go to.
Yeah, man. You are an idol, I'm sure, and you are someone that has done it. And to go
Yeah.
back and have that story, that's important.
Not just that, it's also integral for the growth and the continue life of hip hop and underground hip hop for people like you to show other people, because I'm sure you were once a kid and you saw somebody in your friend group or around you in town that was rapping, and you're like, okay, yeah, I could do that, I could be a part of that. And so
Totally.
you're doing that for these kids, and they see somebody looking up to you saying, oh yeah, I can make it. I can, there's Oscar. He's fucking doing it. I can do this. And so it makes them want to, work and kind of get to that point.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really cool to talk to the kids and have them just me be there for their questions and just guide them in any way. A lot of them were like, well, how did you start ever even performing? And I was like, well, open mics. You move from open mics, and then you kind of figure out oh, your friend group from open mics, and do you guys do shows? And then you kind of move up from there and keep it going.
Find a promoter, get in with a promoter, and start getting fucking booked on local events when live acts come into town.
Yo,
Exactly.
as a kid coming up, my big the way I was exposed to hip hop was through skate videos and that kind of nonsense. What drew you in? How'd you find it in a way? You know what I mean? What's the easiest way for kids nowadays, you think, that are finding it? Because I don't know how they would find it nowadays. I don't see skate videos with a lot of hip hop in them anymore.
Every once in a while, not as much, that's for sure. Not like when we were growing up. I grew up. I was born into hip hop. My older brothers were break dancers, so I just never. I couldn't dance, so I tried to rap.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good, that's something that I feel like a lot of hip hop artists, maybe not a lot, but a majority, it was like, all right, I'm gonna try graffiti. Nah, I'm not really good at painting. All right, I'm gonna try breakdancing. Nah, I really can't fucking dance. I guess I'm gonna rap, and then they just fucking pick up the mic, and it
works out.
It works out. Everything works out for the better.
Oh, for sure.
Bro, it's Christmas time. What's your favorite Christmas movie of all time? Do you have a number one?
My number one, it's a classic, Home Alone.
Home
Yes.
Alone. One or two? Number one?
So I like both of them for different reasons. Number one, just because of the classicness of it. Number two, I really like when Joe Pesci beats the crap out of the pigeons.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You guys know that scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're both really good. They hold up. I don't think one's better than the other.
I feel like now when I watch it, I guess as a kid I didn't realize the magnitude of having a Joe Pesci in a movie like that. But
And
now
twice.
when I look back at it, I'm like, holy fuck, dude! Joe Pesci was like all in on this like kid fucking Christmas movie, and it's so awesome.
He went hard on it, dude.
So hard, it was so great.
From the
dude.
gold tooth to the security guard to fucking
the
guy in the
the
beginning.
cussing, the
the way he edits himself cussing.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
So
it's so fucking good.
Yeah, there's little
It's good,
mannerisms that he does, those little things.
Yeah.
Watching back though too, I see Macaulay Culkin throw bricks from the fucking second story roof, third story roof in New York, hits Fahomie in the head, Marv, like 6, 8, 9 different bricks to the head, and he's alive. I go, first brick would have killed him. You know what I mean? Watching back, you're like, holy fuck, this is crazy.
Well, I mean that first one when they dropped the paint cans on the fucking
Would've murdered
stairs,
him.
that would
Would've
have fucking
murdered
been donezo.
Yeah, those are good. That's good. Good come on.
Great.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like what would you say? Like a Tom and Jerry-esque, like cartoon brought to real life. All the crazy ways of beating up people.
What's crazy is it's like an hour 15 build to just get to that main scene of the fucking the house raid where he has all the fucking traps set up. But before that, it's just like a build of character. Like we're finding out who Kevin is and why he hates his family, and then who the fucking burglars are, and who they want to burglarize, and what they got.
Angels with dirty faces. He's ordering different fucking pizzas and playing "Leave the money on the doorstep. Get the hell out of here." He's playing that over and over.
And that's a fake mafia movie they made just for that movie. Like they made some scenes just for that. It's not a real movie. That's what a lot of people think.
Yeah, I just saw a Mandela effect about it the other day.
Talk a little bit about that.
That's the one where, like in number one, when they almost run over Kevin, and Kevin runs to the church, and he hides outside.
Yeah.
Joe Pesci, I remember him saying, "I'm not going in that place. It gives me the creeps."
He does
but
say
apparently that line doesn't exist.
I ain't going in there. That place gives me the creeps. As soon as they drive by it, he's saying
he goes,
it to him.
I ain't going in there, and then Marv goes, well, I ain't going in there either. Some shit like that. No, I don't know. We're gonna have to
it's
watch
all
that.
Marv. Marv goes, I ain't going in there. That place gives me the creeps, and they just drive by it, and then you see Kevin out front with that little thing over him holding the staff.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a great movie. It's one that I've passed down to where my kids. It's their my kids, and that's 2 generations removed at this point, and it's their favorite Christmas movie.
I love me some Home Alone, but it bothers me every time. Just how part 2. How do you forget the kid again? I mean, just
They didn't forget him.
What do you mean they didn't forget him?
Well, he ran.
He
He
hopped on the wrong plane.
They all ran.
Okay, how do you lose track? I would be holding that fucking kid's hand.
It's not that they didn't forget him.
It's just one of those things you got to let go.
Dad did the 100-yard dash and
know?
said, "Keep up," and then he didn't look back once.
This is
That's
gonna
what
be
happened.
the dumbest parents ever.
Macaulay
For
Culkin.
sure.
Macaulay Culkin one time did a little movie, a short movie on YouTube. You can find it where he's an Uber driver, and he's all fucked up, and he's like smoking cigs. And the guy that gets in, he's like, "You think that's crazy? Let me tell you a story. My parents left me at home twice." And he starts telling the story about like, and he's supposed to be like a grown up Kevin McAllister Uber driver, and he's all fucking smoking cigarettes, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't believe they left me home." It's like a little movie, a short movie.
Dude,
on
it'd
YouTube.
probably
I think
fuck
I saw
you
that
up
like
as a
a while
kid.
back.
It's an old one. It's older. It's like
Yeah.
maybe 5 years old.
I think
but
it'd
it's
fuck you up though as a
hilarious.
kid if they left you home.
Oh,
like that
definitely
twice.
traumatized.
That's scarring.
Especially in New York too. Damn, dude, that'd be
Man.
brutal.
So what's your guys' favorite?
My favorite Christmas movie is Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
But Home Alone is a close second.
Yeah.
I watched Home Alone nonstop as a
dude.
kid.
Those are the tops.
Oh, yeah.
Mine's Christmas Vacation, Home Alone 2.
Friday After Next.
Is that your
Okay.
first or second or what?
That'll
what is
be
that?
after
on your
Home
list?
Alone. That's probably my second to third.
That's
because,
a good one.
Because it's gonna go Home Alone 1 and 2. It's gonna go Chevy Chase, and then it's gonna go fucking after Chevy.
Friday After Next.
Might be Friday After Next.
I was gonna say.
I'm surprised none of us said Christmas Story.
Right.
I
So
watched it
that's
last night.
one that I like a lot, but I don't
I
know if
think-
it's my top 3. It's definitely a top 5.
shoot ya.
It's a top
I
5.
think after TNT had started playing it 24 hours a day, I think we
Yeah.
all got
Yep.
burnt out on it.
Maybe.
We got.
They don't do it no more. They don't do it no more.
Did you see the second?
They still do,
Or
yeah.
I guess it's the
No.
part 3, like the newer one that came out last year.
Yep.
Did you see that one?
I seen that one.
Oscar?
I don't have
Did you
time
see
for it.
Yeah, I saw it.
What'd you think of that? A Christmas Story, I think it's called.
It's garbage.
Garbage, huh?
I don't have time for that bullshit.
But dude, what's that one I feel slept on? What is it?
Bro,
The Four Christmases.
Oh,
with,
Four Christmases is
Vaughn?
great. Yeah.
Is that what
Yes.
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn
Yeah.
and the little blonde chick.
You know what I watched the other day?
Reese Witherspoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what
Yeah.
I watched?
What?
And it was amazing. I'd never seen it before, and I'd laughed my ass off the whole way through. The guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's in a Christmas movie.
Oh yeah, Deck the
Deck the
Halls.
Halls. Yes.
What is
With,
it called?
Danny
Deck the
DeVito.
Halls.
Killing it, yeah, with DeVito. DeVito gives him the car. He tells him this. He goes, "Don't worry, I took the Christmas pics for you for the Christmas fucking card," and it's him in the fucking hospital, the oxygen mask on with the family. He's all cropped in there. Dude, I laughed my
They're
ass
feuding.
off.
They have a good feud.
Yeah,
DeVito.
so he wants the lights to
the other
shine from
dude's name?
space.
Matthew Broderick, right?
Yep.
Broderick.
He
Yeah,
wants the
Matthew
lights to be
Broderick.
able to see from space. That movie is so
Yeah.
fucking good.
That's good. That's
That's a
good.
great
Well, another one too, though, that gets forgotten. I feel like now, Jingle All the Way. Does no one like Jingle All
I
the Way
love
anymore?
it. I love it.
Arnold.
That little kid is an asshole, though.
He's
I-
the worst.
He is. He's
He
a
is
little
the
brat,
worst.
isn't he? He's a
I'm
little
not the
brat.
pervert. That's what he says. That's what Arnold says. I'm not the pervert.
That's true. That kid's annoying.
Is Gremlins considered a
Yes,
Christmas movie?
yes, for
Yes,
sure.
yes.
I've watched it this year. It's a good one, and it's probably not your typical Christmas movie, like Batman and Robin, right? Is that or is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Batman Returns?
That's a
No, Batman
Christmas movie.
Returns. I think Batman Returns is the Christmas one, right? I think Pee Wee Herman's even in it.
No, Pee Wee Herman's not.
Yeah,
a
he's the
Christmas
Penguin's
movie.
father.
he is.
Yeah, he
is, he
Paul
is.
Rubens.
Yeah,
he is,
Paul
he
Rubens
is.
is the Penguin's father.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like,
Yep.
and you know what I saw in the theater recently? Die Hard.
Pervert.
I saw Die Hard
You went
in
to theater?
In the theater.
How was
Yeah.
it?
It was fucking great. Saw it at the Crest Theater in Sacramento. Huge crowd. A lot of people came out to see it.
Oscar, when was the last time you went to the theater to see a movie?
2 days ago.
What did I see? I think it was Mario.
Oh shit,
Did you like it?
that's a great movie.
I loved it.
It's a great movie.
Great movie.
I guess what I keep hearing. I
like
have
that.
not
It's a
seen
good
it.
movie.
It's
It's a good movie.
I like to stay true to that old school Mario movie back.
That
in
was a
it
piece of
was
shit,
it
dude.
The 80s?
That was horrible.
With Dennis Hopper and fucking
That's a
John
damn-
Luke.
Which
John Leguizamo.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a damn
We
good
do
classic
plumbers.
right there.
Plumbers, we plumbers.
That's a classic.
That's like saying the old Street Fighter movie was good.
Oh.
I'll watch that one too.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, why not?
With Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yo, John Claude. Hey, I get me a claudograph and
That's
I'll be
my
happy.
time. That's my time.
No.
So real
Hey,
quick,
I wanted to say that
Go
I
ahead.
am super proud of you guys.
Oh, fuck
like,
yeah.
The last couple guests that you've had, you guys had Afro. You guys have had freaking was it Blockhead?
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm super proud of you guys.
Hey,
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. We got a lot of love from you, and and got a lot of eyes coming from you. So you're a big part of what we do here. That's why we're always showing love to
Yeah.
Oscar. Always bumping the music. You
Yeah.
know that.
and lately we've been asking every guest this question. I just want to ask you it before, you know what I mean?
Oh
before
no!
we forget
Get
to ask
ready!
you.
Get ready!
Slug's gonna fight fucking you know who? AESOP Rock. Who's winning? Street fight. Slug versus AESOP Rock. Street fight. Who's winning?
No contest.
No contest. I like
We've
that.
asked everybody, you know, so I just want to
Listen
see where you
here,
stand.
this guy's just trying to get you put on the bad side. We recently felt the wrath of the fucking AESOP army, of the fucking AESOP fans, and geez, man, you know, underground hip hop fans are, because I was there. I was a kid once that had that. It's a passionate,
brutal,
fickle little group. You know what I mean? And we did a reaction video to one of AESOP's new songs off of his great fucking new album, fucking Integrated.
We said
Tech
one wrong thing, a certain way.
Oh,
and
we were just talking.
like it.
We were just talking
What'd you
about.
say?
We were just talking about the way his writing style is, and I'm like, you know, sometimes I feel like he's just kind of writing, and then he fills in the blanks afterwards. Like
He'll set up
he'll
the
write
metaphor
something,
later.
and then he'll like be like, okay, this is what that means, and go back and like kind of make a fucking, which, you know, whatever. It's a statement.
What are you
like,
saying? So what are you saying?
That's what a lot of people do. A lot of people will write their shit, and then you can go back and kind of create
What you want it to mean.
what you want a meaning for.
And I think
right?
he just writes in riddles. Like I think he just writes in riddles. Like
Anyways,
he knows what he's saying.
What we
It's a
said
code.
really ticked the fucking the fan base
audience
off,
off.
because they came back with AESOP knows exactly what he says every time he says it, with every word, and everything has meaning.
Yep.
Which obviously I
Yep.
understand that, and
Yep.
I know AESOP is a genius,
Yep.
and what he does is
Somebody
is,
said Aesop's my dad. He's I'll let him do my mom anytime. He's the king. The unholy
But even when we
union,
talked to
drink the holy
Blockhead,
water.
we asked Blockhead, and we're like, hey, he's like, we're like, do you understand what he's like, no, I gave up trying, you know, he's like, I don't even try to fucking figure it out anymore. I just love the way it sounds.
Yeah.
And I was like, exactly.
That's
That's
how we
where
feel
we
too.
are.
That's how we
like,
feel
we
too.
don't need to fucking know exactly where he's saying. The way that he does it and says it, and I've always said his voice is an instrument, right?
Yep.
Like, that's part of the beat is his voice, and that's enjoyable enough to me. And especially, I've been enjoying his production lately. That fucking new album is amazing.
Yep.
You guys have a favorite song off of it?
Oof. The fucking
You know which one?
Phil Goose Infinity one.
Yeah,
Infinity Phil Goose.
Infinity
Down.
Phil Goose Down
Infinity
is
Phil
hard.
Goose Down is a good one. That's featuring Billy Woods.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's fire.
That one is fire for sure.
How'd you feel
I'm
about
all
that?
about like Pidgeonometry.
Yeah, I was gonna say
or
Pidgeonometry is a good one too.
Or the was it Aggressive Steven is pretty gnarly.
Yeah. Honestly, the album that he did right before that, the psychedelic one, which was
Garbology.
no, not the one Garbage.
Before the psychedelic one.
No, the one where he was like, didn't he like fucking do like
Yeah.
mushrooms the whole time he created the album? It was
Are you talking about Spirit World Field
Yes,
Guide?
thank you.
Yeah, Spirit
yes.
World Field Guide.
That album, I enjoyed that because I felt like it was just so fucking out of space that you didn't even have to try to understand it. You could just fucking enjoy it. You know what I mean? Like you didn't have to really dive in. I don't know. I guess I'm getting too old to do the work. I'm getting too old to do the work. You know what I mean?
So what are you saying?
I think he's just evolving more and more and more, and it's just the style's evolving, and it's just it's getting a little more
In depth?
Well, yeah, in depth, but I like it. It doesn't turn me off at all. It's just more evolved, I guess. It's almost like alien style raps. Otherworldly.
Otherworldly, yes.
Otherworldly style of raps. It's a different type of hip hop.
Would you say it is, what do they call that, the dark arts of hip-hop?
No, I don't think it's dark arts.
You going dark arts here, or where are you going here?
It's a style of its own. AESOP Rock is unlike no other. It's a style.
He's the robot voice. He's the
completely
robot voice.
different,
The fool's
unique
killing
How do you
him.
feel about this, Oscar? You are somebody that's been an AESOP Rock fan for a long time. You've met him, and you guys did you get that verse? Did you guys get to work together?
He just texted me as you guys were talking right now.
See?
That's the boy. That's the
See?
boy.
So tell
That's
me,
the boy.
how do you feel about that situation? Like, obviously, AESOP is like I said, a fucking musical genius. His production has been off the fucking charts lately.
He said,
A whole nother level.
tell that guy to don't ever disrespect what I fucking write down. I know exactly what I'm saying every time I say it.
How do you how do you feel about about him and his evolution, and obviously getting the credit he deserves now?
Yeah, I would say, like, if you listen to a lot of his earlier stuff, even like before Fast Cars, Danger, Fire and Knives,
Float was my introduction to AESOP.
What was yours?
Float, the album Float.
Of course. Like I feel like that was everybody's or a lot of people's introduction.
Yeah.
Probably so.
Was Float.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I don't know, that was on a big record label and it did a bunch of numbers, and then I think I don't know, a lot of people got introduced to him even during Labor Days.
Definitely with Daylight. Yeah.
Yeah, with Daylight and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think that his writing is a lot more comprehensible. You can definitely understand bar for bar, like, okay, he's going this direction, and then he'll throw like some esoteric reference that you won't like understand or whatever. But I think it's a lot more digestible now than it was previously.
Probably so. I guess like Long-Legged Larry and Pigeonometry, songs like that. Yeah, he's talking about more
direct
everyday
concepts.
subjects,
Yeah.
I guess, and topics, but in a different, complex way. I guess.
Sure. But he's also creating, like we've talked about, like he creates his own language in a way when he's talking about nature's cables. He's talking about tree roots, and it's like nobody's ever called tree roots nature's cables. That's like he's creating his own dialect.
Just
you know what
my
I mean?
uncle. My uncle, when we was young, used to go out. We used to be like, these are nature's tree roots right here. Just come right out the floor.
Watch out for nature's cables.
Nature's cables right here.
No, but like that's something that he's doing, which is also like amazing in its own respect, that he's creating his own language and being able to
he's that much more advanced. He's advancing.
Make it
pushing the needles,
make it digestible.
Even Slug, tried to dabble in that with
For sure.
the whole I'm gonna act like I don't give a make love instead of saying I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just they all figure out their ways to like try to hide things or not even just say it directly, I guess.
And it's also called a creative art, so you're being creative, you know what I mean? You're trying to like you're not in a perfect world, which we're not living in right now, but artists shouldn't try to sound the same, you know what I mean? That's not the game, is trying to sound like the next, where I feel like that's kind of the major labels are, always putting out people that sound the same, where I feel like people like AESOP or people like Oscar Goldman have that in the mindset, like, I don't want to sound like the next guy. I'm doing something different here. I'm going to take my own path.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite mainstream rapper? Go, all three of you.
Mainstream rapper, Eminem.
You're going with Eminem, huh?
Probably.
Like even the newer stuff?
Maybe Kendrick Lamar over Eminem. But his newest album wasn't that great.
Mainstream.
I mean, it was different.
Fred Durst, man.
Fred Durst, a great choice.
Killing him. He's got the song with Wu-Tang. He's got songs with
He looks wild nowadays. Have you guys seen him nowadays?
He's Garth Brooks. He's now Garth Brooks.
He looks like Garth Brooks.
I would have to keep it in Cali and say like fucking Snoop or Dre.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're good.
Yeah. Those are solid answers.
I'll stick with Eminem collectively, I guess.
How about what are you listening to that you wouldn't think you'd be listening to lately? That you want to be like, bro, you guys should check this out. It's not of the norm, but it's extremely awesome. What do you got?
I listen to a lot of Get Dead.
Get Dead.
I don't know if you guys know what Get Dead is at all, but it's like so you guys listen to the Co-Defendants?
Yeah,
shit?
they're a part of, or one member is a part of Co-Defendants, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the homie Sam.
That's
he's
right.
like he's in a punk band called
Sam
Get Dead,
King,
and
Sam King.
yeah, I've been listening to a lot of them.
Is it? And it's a band. It's a punk band.
Yeah, it's a punk band.
Co-Defendants is dope. I mean, they have a mix of No Effects in there, right? Fat Mike, isn't he from No Effects?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just met him a couple months ago.
That whole little project they put together is fucking dope, and they got Chesky, on the vocals, of course, and
Chesky
guitar.
and Sam. You guys gotta check. It's something else. I mean, they had the DOC on there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the DOC. We talked about that. And that was his first track in fucking years after that whole accident that destroyed his vocal cords.
No way.
Yeah, he's on
we
the
watched
rap.
it on the podcast.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
did.
Huh?
Check out the show, dude.
I don't think I've ever seen that show. What show was that on?
Milk
You were
crates and
there.
microphones. You
I gotta check
asshole.
it out.
You were there, but yeah, the DOC is on the track when they're in court and all that. But they got two Mex, AWOL sitting in the jury, maybe.
Yeah, Micah 9 and all that.
There. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's a dope
that
video.
happened here, huh?
How was it opening?
Wicked.
How was it opening up for co-defendants? And that whole experience.
they're the
and
homies.
that crowd. Is it a different type of crowd than a typical hip hop show because it's a little mix with punk rock, or what's that crowd like?
Yeah, but they're super embracing.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like punk and hip hop is kind of like
Closely connected, right?
Yeah, they're pretty connected. As in, like, fuck 5-0, fuck everybody. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna do my own shit. And I always thought it was interesting that, like, I thought that punk could have taken graffiti, but somehow it like went to hip hop because I mean, punkers always just their anarchy signs and they be spraying and shit too.
Yeah, fuck the system.
Yeah, they have a real more like burn down the world type of spray paint fucking
totally,
mentality.
for sure.
I like that.
Like graffiti artists kind of respectful, like, hey, stay off of churches and schools, and
Hey,
you don't
stay
paint
off
on
the church.
you don't play on painting on walls, and then
That's true.
punk rockers are just like, we don't have no rules.
We
It's
have
anarchy.
0 rules.
Where we go, there
But I
are no
love
rules.
obviously, and then as a underground hip hop head, you gotta love that because
Love
like
it.
no rules is that's what you're trying to get to
Exactly.
as a youngster, I guess.
So I see you're skating a lot more again.
Here and there,
So
I go out.
when you're out and about, do you put your Oscar Goldman stickers places?
I put a bunch of stickers everywhere. Yeah,
I
for
like
sure.
your style. I like your style.
Got to.
Yep.
Well, we got him, boys. Take his picture. We turning him in. This is the guy we've been looking for. We're waiting for the admittance all night.
Dude, you gotta do what you gotta do.
We got you.
Have you been filming any of your skate, or are you just trying to just have fun with it, or what?
I just film. My homies are way better, so I just film them, and I go out and maybe get a couple clips here and there, but I just film them.
Do you enjoy filming? Have you thought about doing that? Are you into editing and filming and that type of that side?
I've been doing all that since I was like
Young.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, making skate videos. We used to make skate videos VHS to VHS, like from one tape to another. I don't even know how the fuck I learned that back in the day, but somehow I figured it out.
Yeah, that's great. Are you working on anyone's section right now, or are you just filming for fun for just clips on YouTube for the Instagram?
Yeah, I think my homie Jeffrey, he's been putting in some work, so we'll go out and we'll get some clips. He'll hit up some handrails and, some shit will get done. But that's just it. See, that's like my whole thing with Ace. Like, I'll go up there and we'll just skate for like 4 days straight.
And don't work on any music.
We work on a little bit of music, but for the most part, we go and we skate like the Nike Park out in Portland.
What would you rather do on a perfect night with Oscar Goldman? What would you rather do? Would you rather be in the studio or at a skate park or at like a fucking street spot? With the
I'd rather
homies.
be
Oh,
in the
and they're
studio.
always with the homies too.
In the studio.
Yeah.
For sure.
feel
Like
great.
I enjoy creating music more than because I don't have to work as hard for like skateboarding is taxing on the body.
Especially getting older, dude. Fuck, that shit hurts.
Producing aside, if you can make a collaboration album with any other artist, who would that be? Would it be AESOP Rock, or who is that person?
Who would that be? That's a great question.
Who's your dream collab?
Damn. Who would it? Maybe like Danny Brown?
That'd be dope.
That'd be pretty wicked.
I saw recently.
I'd have Freddie Gibbs on the hook every time.
Freddie Gibbs is fucking hard too. I saw a recent story about Danny Brown, and he was talking about Mac Miller and just the passing of him. But they tried to connect for many years and make music together, and then just the day that Danny Brown finally is getting his shit ready to take off to leave and meet up with Mac Miller is the day that Mac Miller passes away, and it just never happens. It's just a pretty wild story.
Damn.
Yeah.
Things
There was like another story, I think, where Danny Brown, he flew out to LA to go like work with Mac Miller, but Mac Miller like had the music too loud or something, and like Danny Brown's like at the door like trying to get in and never heard him.
Jeez, and you know Mac, that fool was probably like in his studio in a cave in the dark as fuck,
Enjoying himself.
having a good ass night.
Things that could have been, you know.
He was hearing a
Are you guys
thud.
Mac Miller fans?
Oh,
Yes,
sure,
yeah.
for sure.
Huge.
Honestly,
What's your favorite Mac Miller album?
Faces.
Faces.
Yeah.
Okay, all of you?
For me, for sure.
I'll go with Kids.
Face is my favorite.
He's going back.
I'll take the early.
All right.
The new shit. I mean, honestly, I was not a Mac Miller fan until up to his death.
Oh, really?
And then I have a younger brother who was always trying to be like, yeah, you need to listen to Mac Miller. And I had a couple homies that listened to it, and I was just like, the stuff that I heard of him was always the more mainstream shit that I was just like, nah, this is kind of trendy, you know, like not my type of whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I was looking for at the time. But then after he passed away, we had done something on the podcast about it, and I had gone and we kind of listened back to it, and then it kind of got put into my like algorithm on YouTube, and I started getting videos, and then all of a sudden I just started doing deep dives in Mac Miller, and I was like, holy fuck, this fool had a whole nother side to him besides the like, obviously there was the I'm making this for a record label and this has to be a certain way and I'm gonna do that, but also there was like these mixtapes and fucking
This is for me.
other albums that he
making
was
this
doing
for
that
me
was
type
like
of,
really on some real
amazing.
shit
Yeah.
and some sad shit too. It's a sad
Oh,
journey as well too.
Oh yeah.
I think he really made a turn in watching movies with the sound off.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I guess that
I
album
think
was
that
dope too.
was like because he went from like Best Day Ever and Blue Slide Park, which are all just like kind of kid and like
More
just this young-
college rap music kind of.
Yeah, exactly, college rap. And then he did that album, and it was like, whoa, this is something else.
Mm-hmm. That was, I think, what originally drew me off of him. I felt like he was just another one of the, what was that dude, the fucking I Love College kid?
Asher Roth.
Asher Roth.
Asher
Yeah,
Roth,
I felt
yeah.
like he was like another Asher Roth, which he totally wasn't. You know what I mean? And no, that's not even hate to Asher Roth because that's a whole nother lane. And if you can find your lane to be in that and make money in that and do that, great job. You fucking did. You did what you needed to do.
I love college.
But like Mac Miller was not that at all. He had a whole nother layer to
He was
him.
wrecking. He was two different people.
I was glad.
3 different people.
I was glad to find it. When I'm actually a Steelers fan, so I've gone back to Pittsburgh to watch the game. And last time I went back, we went to Blue Slide Park.
No way.
Yeah, it was cool. It was just going to Blue Slide Park, and I smoked and fucking kind of walked around, and it was kind of cool. Yeah, kind of be in his neighborhood.
That's dope. That's dope.
Who's the number one Christmas villain ever? Is it the Wet Bandits? Who is it? Who's the number one villain of
No,
Christmas? Is it Scrooge?
The
Who is
Grinch.
it? The
The
Grinch?
Grinch.
He's the number one?
Or it's
gotta
the
be.
dude from Die Hard. What's his name?
Fucking Hans Gruber?
Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber's a king, bro. That's my new rap name.
He might be one of the best
That's my
villains
new
of all
rap
time.
name. Hans Gruber.
He's a big ass villain too. For
Oscar
sure.
Goldman versus Hans Gruber. You don't want it. That's my new rap
don't
name.
want it.
I
That's
guess
my new rap name.
Scrooge
Coming out.
Scrooge turns himself around, becomes good, so it's not. But Grinch too. See, Grinch fucking turns himself around
That's
too.
right.
The Wet
that's
Bandits,
true.
the Wet Bandits never go straight.
Pull out the 38
They never go
Ruger.
straight.
This your boy
Then-
Hans Gruber.
Even Bad
I'm
Santa
trying to
goes
think,
good.
Would it be like Gremlins then?
Maybe it's
Those little
Gremlins.
bad fuckers.
Not Gizmo though. It's the other fuckers.
Not Gizmo,
It's
but
the other
Spike.
little
What's
bastards.
his name? Spike.
The white stripe one.
It's that one
Or
that's
Stripe,
DJing, the
that's
one
what it
that's
is.
fucking spinning
Stripe.
the records. He's scratching the records.
No,
There's a secret villain here.
I think it's Hans Gruber.
There's a secret
I mean,
villain.
he's probably Hans Gruber.
He might be.
There's a secret villain that's overlooked here.
Who?
Who is it?
The man behind the desk on fucking Home Alone 2. Fuck that guy.
Oh,
that
Tim
Grinch-looking
Curry?
son of a bitch.
Yes. What's his name again? Tim Curry.
You know who that is, right?
Yeah,
that's
that's
Pennywise
it. That's
or
it.
Pennywise.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that guy, man.
It's crazy.
And he's also Rockefeller Horror Show or whatever.
It's crazy they got him playing, the bellhop or whatever.
He's not a bell.
Or I guess the front desk.
Like the
clerk.
front desk,
whatever,
He's the
manager.
manager, the
They
front
had
desk.
Rob Schneider freaking.
Rob
Schneider.
I thought
Yeah.
Rob Schneider was
him.
him. I thought he was Rob Schneider for the longest time.
No, he's a bellhop. Can I get you a tip?
What are your guys' Christmas plans?
Fuck family with kids.
Ah, fuck a family. Jesus Christ.
This fucking family of mine. No, with kids and shit, it's just like all about kids. You know what I mean? You just gotta like
Yep.
fucking make it as magical, because I want that to be a memory. For me, it was a fucking very special time as a kid, so I want it to be special for my kids, so I kind of just go all in on that whole situation, just make it as best
All
for
right,
them.
serious question. Do your kids believe in Santa Claus?
Of course. What do you
Yes.
mean? He's real, dude.
Oh,
we got
oh,
kids watching
oh.
right now.
Merry
Don't-
Christmas.
He's
He's a
here.
real
He's here.
man.
That's his pick right there. He holds a gun sometimes. He's in a dangerous business.
That's him right there.
He's in a dangerous business.
Of course,
You
and
gotta stay
I will
strapped.
always. We talked about it before. I will probably carry that on until even past they've already stopped and probably were like, we already know, Dad, and I'm gonna be like, nah, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? He's the real deal. I just talked to him fucking last week. You know
And
what
it'd
I
be
mean?
better if he went
You better
blind.
watch your back.
If he went blind in real life at that point, and he's already like in his fucking 58, 59, and he's just like, I don't know. No, I talked to him. They're like, Dad, we know. You're like, no, you have no idea.
No, you know, I
He's got the
talked to
glasses
him.
on.
No, I'll carry
You
that
guys
shit
think
on.
of, what was that one? Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. You
Great
guys
Oh,
like
great
that?
movies.
I
Great
love that
ones.
one. I love that movie. I don't know about number 2,
They're both good.
but
Two or I don't know, 2 or 3. I wasn't about.
wanna
it.
know
What about
the-
the show? What about that new show, the Santa
that's
Claus?
I haven't seen it.
It's so bad, huh?
Yeah,
Horrible.
it's
He would
bad.
watch it, but he will like it later. He'll like it in about 2 years. He'll like it, like, you know, I'm really
and I
into
love
bad
nostalgic.
movies.
I love
It's
bad movies.
nostalgic.
But the most sleeper, I think, the most slept on Christmas
Batman,
movie of
Batman
all time.
fucking
No, we just talked about
Returns.
that.
No, you don't think so? That's a good one. With
No,
Penguin?
it's Fred Claus.
Fred Claus. What's
Fred
that?
Claus,
good.
huh?
And
Fred
Paul
Claus.
Giamatti, I guess.
That's what I love. The best part is Paul Giamatti is Santa Claus.
Sell it to me. Who is it? Give me the story.
Fred Claus is
He's the brother.
Vince
He's
Vaughn.
the brother of Santa Claus,
I don't know
right?
if I
Yeah,
seen that one.
yeah, it's Vince Vaughn.
He's,
Yeah.
he's the brother, but he's like a shithead. He was never a good Santa
What's
Claus
it
type
about?
of character.
What's it about?
He was like a drunk.
It's
Not a
his
drunk, but
brother,
he's like a
and his
partier.
brother needs
He's
a
always-
loan, so he has to go to fucking the North Pole to get money from Santa Claus. But Santa Claus wants him to come up there and work for his money, so Vince Vaughn goes up there and gets in some shenanigans.
Sounds like a
And
dirtbag
and
movie.
Vince Vaughn goes, "Hey, let's have a drink and make some bad decisions together."
Is it a
Stuff
dirtbag
like that.
movie? Is it a dirtbag movie? Is this a good movie?
It's all right.
Have you seen Fat Man, where Mel Gibson plays Santa Claus?
No, I haven't.
That's a pretty decent one. It's on Peacock. There's this little kid gets Cole, and it's more of an action. He's a rough and rugged Santa Claus. It's an action type of movie. But this little shit gets Cole. He's rich. He puts out a hit to get Santa's head, and he says, "I'm gonna get you, Fat Man." And then he gets some fucking hitman to go after Santa, and it's Mel Gibson like going fucking toe to toe with this hitman trying to kill him. You know?
And Mel Gibson Santa
Right.
Claus?
Yeah, Mel Gibson Santa. I think it's a good one. It's pretty
Yeah,
new.
I'll have to find that
Check
one.
out.
that out.
Yeah, I love Mel Gibson.
You can't go wrong.
Oh,
So,
shit.
Jesus
What
Christ.
shows do I need to be watching? What am I missing out on?
What have you been watching? That's the question.
So,
What
you
you
know,
watching lately?
was like I rewatched a bunch of shit.
Mm.
I just rewatched like Squid Games. I rewatched The Sopranos recently and The Last of Us.
Have you been watching
what-
the new Squid Games? The new one.
The
huh?
game
New one,
show.
It was okay.
You watched the new one, the new game show, where the
Yeah, the game show. It was alright.
Oh, I haven't watched all of it yet. I'm only like 4 episodes in, 4 episodes in. So it was pretty good
Yeah.
then, huh?
Yeah, you'll see. Just keep watching.
I
Okay,
feel like
okay.
TV's kind of dead at the moment, dude. Honestly, but the strike is over and things are starting to pick up again.
Yeah, we're kind of in that lull where the
think we're in
strike is
that.
kind of affecting
that little loop.
what's going on. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if, any movies you recommending lately? What do you got for me
Any
here?
movies
What I gotta see? I want to mind fuck. I don't want no simple shit. I want to mind fuck. What do you got for me?
You ever seen Harold and Maude?
Harold and Maude. No, fill me in.
You've never seen Harold and Maude?
No, what is it?
I've seen Harold and
Yeah.
Kumar.
Nah, dude. Harold and Maude. It's like an old.
Yeah, it's an older
It's an
movie,
old
right?
film. Probably I think it's like 70s. And this kid, he's like obsessed with death. He's just like super obsessed with death. To the point where like he always acts like he's committing suicide in front of his like girlfriend. But it's just like I don't know, it's like always like a magic trick. He's not really doing it, but it's like she kind of gets used to it and his whole family gets used to it. But he ends up meeting like an old lady at a graveyard and they just become like boyfriend and girlfriend. It's a gnarly. It's
So he
gnarly.
starts boning this old lady, and he's got a lady already.
Dude, He's definitely boning an old lady.
Nice. How old is this old lady?
Oh, early 80s?
Would you have gave her the Piperella?
Nah, he's like maybe 19.
He's hypnotized, huh?
Dude, you gotta watch this movie. It's
What is
wild.
it on? Where can you find it?
Harold and Maude.
You can find it anywhere. Harold and Maude.
What would you give it on a Rotten Tomato scale? On a rotten Goldman scale?
I give it 5 Oscar Goldmans.
Out of
that's
what?
a big
Out of
fucking-
10 or out of 20?
Out of 5.
Damn,
Out of 5. 5 out of
5.
5. Damn.
I'm
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
actually, I give it a 4.5.
4.5 out of 5. Okay.
I've always heard of the
But,
movie.
all right, I got a movie for y'all. Okay.
Here it
You
comes.
need to watch it. Amazing.
Here it
It's
comes.
called Meet John Doe.
Meet John Doe. It's not like meeting John Malkovich.
Meet Joe Black.
Nah.
Meet John
No.
Malkovich. Meet Joe Black. Meet John Doe.
So Meet John Doe is from 1939.
Okay.
Okay.
Damn.
This is
Meet John
Oscar,
Wick.
you're an old soul.
Oscar, you're 175 this year. Jesus Christ.
1941.
But this movie, dude, it's all about it's about the Great Depression and how everybody's getting laid off.
Oh, I
You
didn't
know?
expect that.
It's just like
So
right
this-
now.
Exactly. So this lady, she decides she works for the newspaper, and she decides to make up a story that this dude is going to jump off the Empire State Building in protest of everybody getting laid off. And it was just like a story she made up, but everybody started to believe that it was like real. And it went viral for like newspaper days. And so she ends up hiring some dude that plays John Doe, like as, a face for the name.
Mm-hmm.
And what ends up it's crazy, but he ends up becoming this face to where everybody is helping each other. Everybody's helping thy neighbor. They're over here giving the homeless man a job who ends up buying a house, all because of this movement of this John Doe dude. And then these big wigs want to turn this John Doe dude and make him political so they can make him the president so they can rule America. And he's not even about that. Dude, it's crazy.
Dude. This was in the 30s?
This is in the 30s.
Holy shit. I mean, this type of mindset's been going on for fucking ever. You know what I mean?
Forever.
That type of get everything you can out of the system and then take nothing for no one else has been a fucking thing, a motto, and since the beginning of time, Roman Empire was doing that shit.
Exactly. It's a great movie, though. 10 out of 10.
10 Oscar Goldman
10
out of
out
10
of
Oscar
10?
Goldmans.
Damn.
Jesus.
A 5 out of 5, and this
10
is a 10 out of 10.
10
This is even double.
10
I don't even
OGs.
follow my own metric scale.
Damn, that's a good one, bro. Just going back to the self-titled album a little bit. Late December. How did you go about naming that track? Is it the reference to Joe Pesci? What is the name exactly from?
So originally the release was supposed to be late December, but then it ended up being early December, and I was just like, I'm not calling this track early December.
Okay, so just the timing of the track.
Semantics.
Yeah, that's about it. Nothing deep about it.
I think that's my favorite thing about. See, I think a lot of people don't understand that as deep as some minds can be, as creative as you can be, as deep as your song and how much meaning it can have, sometimes it's very simple
very surface.
and it fucking comes
Very
back and
surface
it's very
sometimes.
fucking relatable. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
which I love. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you see the?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was gonna say, did you see the recent rant KRS-One went on about the whole hip hop Grammy 50 thing?
I did
No,
not
I
see that.
didn't.
Okay, so he just going on, and
Sorry, missed that one.
he boycotted the Grammys or whatever. So
shit!
you know-
KRS-One did?
well, because they wanted him there for the whole 50 hip hop 50 anniversary thing, big celebration. But he just said, you guys ignored us for 50 years or 49 years. And then year 50, you want to go ahead and give me a call, one of the grandfathers of hip hop. And
no, he's not. That's what I was gonna say.
At year
if
50?
hip hop was like a family, he would be like that deranged uncle that comes in every once in a while and fucks shit up and like breaks hella shit in the house and gets hella fucked up, and you're like, God damn it, and you don't see him again for another 5 Christmases.
So you disagree with that? So you disagree with KRS-One?
The exact same.
No, I love him and I probably agree with half the shit he says, but he's also that crazy ass uncle that comes in and you love him
loud,
so much.
He's loud and he's
you're
fucking...
glad that you only have to see him every 5 years.
He ain't wrong.
But also that's just, I think, when you look back at the evolution, because obviously hip hop has evolved over the last, what was it, 30 years? 50 years?
50 years.
50 years, sorry.
30 years.
Over the last 50 years.
It's way older than us, buddy.
There's going to be those old heads that are always going to be, you can't teach old dogs new tricks. There's always going to be the old heads. There's always going to be those cats that are fucking like, no, we did it better back then.
Gatekeepers?
We're like that now.
Yeah.
We're only in our fucking late 30s, and we're like, we like fucking the music back then. Fuck the music now. You know what I mean?
But that's just it. It's like, you can't say that like hip hop wasn't like included in the Grammys whenever you have like, you know,
That's true.
famous things from like who is it, Snoop Dogg yelling out at freaking the East Coast, like, what, you ain't got love for Snoop Dogg out here? And then
Yeah.
you got like all that, you know, there's so much history
That's
of
true.
hip hop in the Grammys. So I don't know.
That's true.
That's my
That's true. People forget about things like that.
Just that crazy drunk uncle coming in and talking shit.
Yeah,
Sego.
he's like,
Sego.
what? You haven't had me here for 49 years. And it's like, you weren't popping when Snoop was popping, bro. Like,
Exactly.
like the Grammys were a thing probably whenever he was, you know, whenever The Bridge Is Over was coming out and all that shit. But it's like, it wasn't getting recognized in the mainstream.
You mentioned that, I just thought about the whole Keith D thing. Do you think that Keith D is the murderer of Tupac? Did they finally catch the murderer of
They said
Tupac
it's him.
Shakur?
They
Is
said
that the
it's
guy?
him.
Is this the true guy?
No.
Or is it
But
P.
they said
Diddy
it's
or the
him.
Puff Daddy and this guy just taking the
Whoa,
fall? No, I'm not saying,
allegedly.
no, or is it someone else and then this guy's
Allegedly.
taking
His
the
name
fall?
is John Siegfried.
Did they
yes,
catch
he
the
lives
guy?
in-
Is Keith D the murderer, Oscar?
I have no clue.
Why are you asking Oscar like he's a fucking lawyer or something?
Yeah.
Oscar's got the fucking wire right now. He's running the wire.
I got the wire.
No dog in the fight?
Let me ask you this. So you're saying Tupac's dead is what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm going to say he's
Okay,
dead.
we're going to agree with that now. Now we're going to ask Oscar again.
He's not alive.
Is he alive, Oscar?
No, he's
Okay.
dead.
So then Keefy D's did it, you said.
Sure.
TK, we got the sure out of the Osc.
Allegedly.
I'm going to say...
No, I think. Who'd I think did it? I think Suge.
Who
put
shot
the hit
ya?
out.
Suge was in the car with him. A lot of people
Yeah,
say
but I
Suge
think
could
he
have
put
shot
the-
him.
I think it was just all
JFK
decoy.
shit, huh? JFK shit. They hit him like JFK. Same car.
People were trying to say
same shot.
DJ Quick for a while. Like, I was hearing that
Well,
one.
we can't be putting that shit out there allegedly.
I'm not
Allegedly.
saying he did
Isn't it
People were
crazy
saying
that
Allegedly.
the Tupac murder became like as big as a conspiracy as the JFK murder?
That's
which was
pretty wild.
Which was just like the craziest thing that's ever happened in the world, or to America at the time, was this JFK murder and how this conspiracy was built over years. And I feel like the Tupac conspiracy was built in like 3 years. Like, you know what I mean? The momentum built fucking by 2000 and 2001. It was such a fucking big deal.
You think he planned all the lyrics ahead of time because in case he died?
I just
There
think
was a
he
lot
was
of
living a
encasements.
life. I just think he was living a life where
He knew
he
it was
knew
gonna
death was
happen.
coming,
Yeah.
and so that's what
Well, I
he
mean,
just was.
Biggie did like the same thing. He was
Exactly.
pretty much like talking about death the entire time.
Yeah.
Pretty sick, though, I must say. Smart move, man.
As we wind down here, Oscar, I'm
love
just
it.
thinking...
You're kicking me off.
No.
Gotta go, Oscar. Thanks for
Yo,
coming.
man.
Appreciate you. We'll see you again soon, brother. Cut him.
No, but the timeline is saying we're right along that time right now. where-
Whoa, disrespect in
No,
the
no
air.
kicking off. No kicking off. We're right along that timeline of the podcast for the next segment.
Tell him.
But man, I lost my whole fucking train of thought. Oscar, how dare you? No, but back when you were a kid, I was thinking about back when I was a kid, reminiscing about these hopes and dreams of different gifts I wanted to receive.
What year?
What was that number one gift? That biggest gift you ever wanted when you were a kid?
Rock'em Sock'em Robots.
Damn,
Did you
Rock
get
and
it?
Sock
Did
and
you get
Robots.
it?
Never got them.
Fuck.
We're gonna have to get him for you.
Yep.
I've seen those. They're still making them.
Yep, we're gonna have to get him.
I never owned a pair. Never owned a pair.
When I was a child, I definitely was like, dude, I just want to knock somebody's head off. Like that's the thing.
That's a toy. That's one of those toys. I think the picture was better than the reality, because once you got them, it was a horrible game. There was this one football game that I always wanted, and this is my Christmas present I always wanted. Was this magnetic football game on this thing, and it was magnetic, and you controlled the magnets, but it
Remember the vibrated?
the commercial was so dope, bro. They had Bo Jackson sending that shit to the house, right? And then you get the motherfuckers. Or I played it, my uncle had it, and we went there, and oh, dude, it was so impossible to use.
They just
it
spin
would
in
just
circles.
never worked.
What about you? What's your favorite? What'd you want as a child?
I guess I think about like a Nintendo, the original, or the Super Nintendo, probably.
Did you get it?
I had it.
Did you get
Yes, and it was crazy. I just unpacked my original Super Nintendo.
You got the house
It's
now?
like mint condition in the box. I got
games you got?
everything,
What
bro.
games you got?
Oh man, I got everything. But the top game that I liked on Super Nintendo,
Mario Super
I
Mario.
want to say Donkey Kong Country, DK Country.
I'm playing
Country,
Super
bro.
Mario right now. It's awesome.
Super Mario goes hard.
Matt, what was the Christmas present that you wanted, and did you get it?
That I wanted as a child
The most.
that I didn't get.
Or you might have got.
Okay, what I did get, but what isn't what I wanted.
What?
But I always wanted.
What'd
but
you always
didn't
want?
have
What'd
it.
you always want?
What I always wanted as a kid was the commercial where the guy goes, "Now you can make your own monster molds."
Oh yeah.
And they pour the molds. They pour the molds in the little house, and they put them and they cook them and they pull them out, and then you
Yes.
get them. I never got it.
The creepy
and I
crawl
always
factory.
wanted it.
Matt,
Yes.
can I tell you?
Always wanted
As
that.
somebody that played with those at someone's house,
Yeah.
once again, something that looked way better than it performed.
See?
It did not work like
In
that.
my mind, I still take them to this day, and it'd be so dope because now you're an adult and you could do it right. You know what I mean? Take the time to cook it.
Oh,
take
man,
it
I
out.
agree with you. Those shits looked so fun.
They look so tight in the commercials as a kid. I was like, I always
Were
wanted
they
that.
the ones that were like little gummies that you would eat?
No, you don't eat 'em,
You can't
but you
eat
can
these
bit-
motherfuckers. But
if
they
you-
just are like little gummies.
Like
they
fishermen,
look
like fisherman little gummies, like that they use the fish, like fly fish with and shit. Look, you're
They're the
making
plastic,
those.
gotcha.
Yeah, that rubbery.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
They're
always
like
wanted
rubbery
those.
plastic.
And you put them in this like little microwave
Yep,
thing they
little
give
mic-
you.
It's
that's
pretty
so
much
crazy.
the guy's version of fucking
Easy
home
bake oven.
easy bake oven
yeah.
for guys.
You're
and
making
then-
creepy crawlies that you can't fucking
Creeper
eat.
crawlies
You
is
just,
what it was.
I think it's called a creepy crawly factory.
That's what it was.
It was
Crawl
tight as fuck.
factory.
It was tight as fuck.
feel
They
like
were
I saw a
green and
retro-
purple. They were green and purple and shit.
I saw a retro commercial of those
All right,
recently.
Matt, I know what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Dude, I need it, dude.
What's the number one Christmas TV episode or special that is your favorite?
Oh,
Mine,
man.
Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh, South Park.
Really?
Yes, I watch it every year.
I got an easy one.
What's yours?
Oh,
The Simpsons, where Bart fucking gets caught stealing, and then they go to take family pics, and they go to cut him out the family pic because he was stealing and shit like that. So because right when he went to go take it, the security guard grabbed him. They recognized him from the week before when they caught him stealing. Great.
What
great.
season is that from? Do you
It's like
remember?
the first or second.
Number 23?
No, first or second. He wants that game hella bad. It's like where they're fighting each other and they knock each other's heads off and shit for his like Nintendo system or whatever, but they won't get it for him. So I think it's called Bone Crusher or something like that.
Mine is I got two, but I'm gonna go with the Fresh Prince one. Even though I hate to do the
Which
Fresh
one's
Prince
that one?
one, but the Fresh Prince one where they go to the ski slopes and all his family's there, and then
Oh,
they
yeah.
get robbed, and everything
me,
gets
tell me,
stole.
tell me.
And they steal everything at the fucking like little cabin that they're fucking renting.
I don't
And
remember.
Will's mom's there, and Will's mom has
Original
a new
aunt,
boyfriend.
or new aunt.
New aunt.
Oh, those are bootsies.
Or I was gonna go Family Matters when fucking the fucking guardian angel takes
Yep.
Laura back in time and does like a fucking Scrooge thing with her.
He
Without
does the
Urkel?
Scrooge.
With
Yep.
no
That's
Urkel?
the one I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
That's your favorite.
That's
huh?
a good one.
Yeah, you can't go wrong
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Family Matters.
Family
episodes.
Matters,
Like Halloween and Christmas,
yes.
they go hard with the
Dude,
holidays.
Family Matters. It's hardest show.
Do you
ever.
think it would be a good idea to do a reboot
No,
of that show? Hold
no,
on. With
No,
Urkel,
no. You got to keep it
With
keep it the way it
Urkel.
is.
No, not even with Urkel.
No, because
and
they
Carl,
keep-
you got
Killing
Carl.
it, then you kill it.
Carl
they tried
Winslow
that
and
with Full
Urkel.
House. They tried that
No,
with
you
Full
kill
House.
it.
You could have the whole
kill
cast
it.
back,
You
and
kill
it
it.
still wouldn't be the
Yeah.
same.
It can't be the same. You got to leave it as is, and there's enough
It worked
there
in that
to
era.
watch.
It worked in that era of time that
There's enough real estate on the table.
Yeah,
you can go back and check out
You
anytime.
could go watch a lot of that's fucking 10 or 12 seasons of that bitch. You
Yeah.
can go watch
Full
all
House
of
is
that.
good, but it's no Family Matters.
No, fuck no.
Family Matters is yeah.
When that
I
shit
watched
hits-
it recently. There were some gnarly episodes in there. There was one where they were like bringing guns to school.
Fuck yeah.
And, like,
And then they
Dude,
did a
that's crazy.
after that episode when it aired live, they did like a fucking don't fucking fuck with guns and like a
Yep.
whole
1-800 number to call.
yeah, exactly.
Yep.
They did a whole public service announcement fucking right after the episode. It was wild, dude. They also did an
Dude,
episode
that-
where they were drinking hella booze on the roof and fucking Urkel almost
Yep.
falls off the roof and Waldo has the booze in the jacket. He goes, "What you need?"
Yep.
Yeah.
What a what a-
Waldo was crazy though, bro.
Oh god, dude. They don't make You know the dude that sung the intro to that? Sing it, Matt.
Hey, but real quick though.
What's the intro to Family Matters? Hit it.
On the newspaper plate, love and discretion and a great desire. Some people say it's even harder to find.
Okay, that dude-
Another, there must be some magic world inside the gentle wall.
That
Cause
guy-
all I see is a shadow of dreams and real love bursting out of every screen.
Oh, so that guy right there is saying that Full House and the Step by Step song.
He did all of them.
Yes.
Jesse Frederick.
Jesse Frederick. He is a G. He's a fucking.
Is he alive?
He's God tier.
He's a Miller Boyette legend.
Yeah, Miller
Yes.
Boyette legend
Dude.
for sure.
They kill for him.
Is he
They kill
alive?
for him.
Is he alive?
He might be. Let's see. He's still. He goes around touring, singing only the theme songs of sitcoms.
No.
I will hire him to do the intro to the next album of mine.
He's
dude,
still
right
alive.
now.
He's 75 and he's going strong.
Miller
Bro, we need to give that
Boyette.
man his flowers while he's here.
What is
'cause
it? What is his name
Those
again?
those 3 songs right there, the fucking Step by Step, Day by
Yeah.
Day, and then the fucking Full House one.
Full
Yeah.
House.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness,
That's 3 hitters right there. Jesse Frederick.
Stunners.
What a legend.
Hey, in Full House. No. In Family Matters. Did fucking Rachel's place burn down?
Yeah,
Is that how they lost
the thugs
it?
burnt it down.
Oh,
didn't they?
That's right. Yeah, that's right. I just want to
In
make
Full
sure that
House?
I remember.
I don't remember that.
No, and Family Matters.
Family Matters. Rachel's
Family
place.
Matters.
Remember she had the diner?
Oh, the diner.
Urkel
that's right,
burns
got
it down.
I think it burns down.
Urkel burns
That's,
it down.
Is it Urkel that
Yeah,
burns it
Urkel
down,
did
or
it.
was the gang? I think it was a gang that
No, the
burned it
gang
down.
spray paints
No.
it. The gang beats it up and spray paints it. Urkel burns that bitch down, I think.
I think we gotta double check that. I think we gotta double check that because
Urkel
that's
burns
pretty
it
fucked up that Urkel would do that to her.
Not on purpose. He didn't do it. Remember?
Did I do that? He's smoking crack in the back. He's all
Hey, what
fucked
was,
up.
What
Did
was
I
that
do
girl
that?
that loved fucking Urkel?
Oh, Big Titty?
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Respectfully,
Respectfully,
big-chested lady.
Beautiful. lady
What was
back
her
in the days.
name?
Myra?
Myra.
Yes.
Dude, she was fine.
So beautiful, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
And Urkel was like oblivious to the fact that this chick
Was a
wanted
mamacita?
all
Yeah.
of it.
Yep.
Her name was Myra Monkhouse. What a
Dude,
name.
Monkhouse?
Myra Monkhouse.
Monkhouse.
God. They
Yeah.
should have got a better name for her.
What a great TV show. Fucking Family
For
Matters.
sure.
We were lucky to live in the generation of that, man.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey. My favorite show of all, though, besides those ones, Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Tim the Toolman
Tim-
Taylor.
For sure.
Oh, yeah. It's classic.
Come on now.
Classic.
Tim and Al? That's a fucking combo of that. It's
come
hard to
on.
beat.
It's on Disney Plus every episode.
If you can deal with Randy for an episode. That little
Oh,
fucking
my.
kid fucking annoyed
Yeah.
the
What was
fuck
he, the
out
middle
of me.
shot? No, he was the
youngest.
oldest.
The oldest.
No,
right?
he's the oldest, yeah.
No, Randy's the youngest.
Mark is the
No,
Mark.
Mark's the
Mark
youngest.
is the youngest?
Mark's
Brad's the
youngest.
oldest, and Randy's the middle.
Randy's the oldest.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas was Randy.
Oh, that's
Brad's
Randy.
the
Yeah,
oldest.
you're right. Brad is the
Brad's
other
the
kid.
oldest.
Brad's the
blonde,
oldest.
The blonde. Or whatever.
Randy's
Brad's
the
the
second.
one that I
Mark's the
couldn't
little one.
stand.
Doesn't Randy die?
No, Randy turns into a trendy. Turns into a whole.
Not on the show.
Yeah, the last episodes, like last 2, he's like, "Mom, I think I'm gonna be a girl. I don't feel right."
That's Mark.
And
I
then
thought
he
Mark's like a
changes his
goth.
whole thing.
Mark's like a gothic.
He changed the whole thing, and then at the
I
end,
never saw that season.
at the end,
I never
Randy's
saw
got
it
long
either.
hair, and he's driving. He's driving a fucking brand new Mustang that Tim's like, "It needs more power," and he's out
Oscar,
there souping it up.
We're wasting your time. Tell me something,
No, you're
Oscar.
not.
Listen to this. where is somewhere that we can go and where the people listen to this podcast can go to help you out, to support you, to make sure that, because obviously streaming is cool and all, but you're not getting fucking great revenue through that. The best way that we can support you, how can we do that?
Yeah, just go to, find me anywhere under Oscar Goldman Music, .com, Instagram, whatever. And it doesn't even have to be you buying anything from me. Just, say hi. Just say hi.
Fuck yeah.
We're good.
You're solid. I love it.
Keep supporting Oscar Goldman. Hey, just a quick update on home improvement star Zachary Ty Bryan, who used to play Brad, arrested again. This guy turned out to be a scumbag in real life as well.
Meth?
No, domestic violence. He keeps beating up women.
Scumbag.
Yeah, he just is not living the. I mean, I'm not saying he hasn't been through some rough stuff.
I told you,
but
call me Brad Taylor.
Doesn't seem to be the best guy in real life as well.
Well, his dad was constantly burning down the house, so fucking the guy lived a rough life.
It's hard to go from a child
thinks
star to, I guess, a upstanding citizen from what it seems. I don't know why.
Brad thinks he's an electrician in real life still. He's like, my dad showed me some things to soup up the house. And he's trying all the time and just failing, ruining all his marriage, burn the house
He's
down.
telling his neighbor, fucking stop showing me your face.
Yep.
You need to stay in the fucking behind the fence. Stop showing me your face.
Eyebrows only.
Before we go, Oscar, name one artist off of Fake 4 who's not super known that we should listen to, that the people should listen to. Do you have anybody in mind?
Miles Bullen.
Oh, hell yeah.
Superfire. Let me think here. Give me 1 second.
I found him. He was doing like a idea fucking
rendition of the ukulele.
Yeah,
or
with
something?
the ukulele or some shit.
Yeah,
Squaloscope.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's super dope.
Who's that? Say again.
Squaloscope.
Oh, Squaloscope. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. They're all unique in their own ways.
Almost definitely.
I think that's the best part about that album or that label.
Yeah, I might be working on something with Soul here pretty soon.
Oh,
so.
man.
Wow. That's good to hear.
That's amazing. I know Soul is an artist who he doesn't do too much music making anymore. He doesn't do too many shows. I saw that he did a show recently with Miles Bullen, and that's super dope. Just seeing him come out and do some little small things is like big, because that's one of my favorite artists of all time. Man, if you're doing some stuff with him coming up, that's super exciting.
He reached out to me after the self-titled album came out, and he was just like, hey, how are we going to work together? And I was like, well, we'll figure it out.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Super nice.
That's a name that we've been trying to get on here, and we would love to have on this podcast.
Oh,
because
I'll hit him up. I'll hit him up right after this.
Oh, we're not trying to. I wasn't trying to say that. I was just saying, we would love. That's somebody that, because we all look up to him like as somebody, one of those.
One of the greats.
When you think of underground hip hop, he's like top tier. You know what I mean?
For sure.
One of the first I've ever heard.
Dose One, another anti-con label mate that we were lucky enough to talk to, and so.
Hey, but I mean, if you feel like going and reaching out, you go ahead and you do what you gotta do. I mean, we're there 100%.
I will.
It is
I'll reach
Christmas.
out
You're
and
a
I'll be
fucking
like,
guy.
my boys, they'll take care of you.
Oh yeah, tell him.
We love his music, and we've loved him for fucking.
Have you guys heard that new song he put out?
No.
No.
Yeah, he has a new one. Check it out.
I'll check it out. I definitely will.
We're playing it tonight. That's gonna be our song pick.
What's gonna be your song pick tonight, Oscar?
Yeah.
That's it. That's my song pick for you guys.
You're
Ooh,
a
you
fucking
wanna
real
listen to
bad
it with
son of
us?
a bitch. You stay around. We're gonna listen to it right now.
You want to hear it with us?
Yeah, I'll listen to it.
All right, here. Let's put it on here. So, what is the name of the title?
The name of the song is. Give me 1 second. I'll look it up real quick.
Yeah.
All right, we got it.
All right, here we go.
Here's Soul. Everybody hates the cops. Featuring Lee Reed and Time.
They shed no tear when they busted. Trusted these fucks that got 2+ tears for their justice. Buck, beat and they bludgeon. Never see the cut to the budget. Public, fuck, no funding. No money while the cop got a trunk full of guns in abundance. Fuck that, just no way to run the shit. Burn that motherfucker down, come on now. Suppose the cops are at the door. Cop might take a shot to break your jaw. Cop might no knock, break your wall. Drugs in your draw. Cop might plant that cause. Cops ain't got no law, got no crawl. Picking on the paw for the boss. Being his dog, licking his balls. Loving they job for these cops. Patrolling his soldiers, rolling it slow by the homes that you know, kid. Black or the brown or the red or the motor, the cop on a focus. Working in hand with the clan, moment the clan had been born, kid. Racist hatred, bouncing station in their vein.
Ever since I was 14, it was clear to me. We don't need the police. Used to get pulled over walking with my pants sagging to my knees. Told my mother that I was a drug dealer, even though I never smoked weed. Treated all like a crime scene. But your definition of the law is a pipe dream. Radicalized me, locked my father up when he tried to kill himself. Guess what? It didn't help. Where I grew up, cops didn't kill black people. City was white like steeple. Small town devils can't comprehend it. Officer friendly ain't found in the population centers. Break down the Latin, polis, city. So the city see us as unruly children who deserve no pity. Read a book without the badge, you were less than white. George Floyd era, that's what fighting back looks like. That's right. There's a reason why the song isn't called Everybody Hates the Firefighters and the Nurses. Only thing that loves y'all is racist patriots, corporations and hearses. If you want a war, looks like you found it. Throw your badges in the fire, you surround it.
Cops pulled me over and I was 16. Ripped out my hair, they broke my CDs. Tore apart my car just looking for weed. Then they threw me out the hood and they handcuffed me. That shit wasn't shit compared to history. And murder for Hampton and kill Mark C. From slave patrols to wounded knee. But TV propaganda's all you see. Lights in the rear view, enemies in blue. Give a fuck about a window more than you. And tick ass you for a pipeline too. Informants and snitches, fuck you too. Fuck a racist talking about rights and white rage. My friend Robert's doing 30 years in a cage. I'm drinking white tears and Reagan's too. And piss on your snake flag and vomit on you. ACAP, that's Dale Cooper too. That's X-Files too, that hurt me too. And work for the rich, and work for the banks. To the clan with a budget with choppers and tanks. They stole this land and they steal lives too. Free Mumia and Matulu too. Cops lie, don't talk to cops. Entrapment spies, don't talk to cops. They can evict you, don't talk to cops. Trust issues, don't talk to cops. Fuck killing the cop in your head. Go fuck up the one trafficking instead. If the names of the dead are too many to list, then we charge genocide. It is what it is.
So hard.
Fuck, dude.
Bro.
I feel like I
That
just
beat
listened
is
to 3
insane.
different songs.
Yeah.
That was out of control.
Those
yeah.
DJ Pain 1 beats that Soul is doing most of his stuff with him now, and DJ Pain 1 is a super good producer, but his beats are hard hitting.
The production is like cinematic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it feels
it is.
very much like a score to a movie or something.
Yeah,
that is just very
He's an
cinematic.
award-winning producer. You know, like he's a top-notch producer.
Super good.
Yeah,
That is incredible. That
The whole draw, it's a whole big fucking draw in. You're feeling like pumped the whole way. It's
man.
it's awesome.
You know, Soul was somebody that right there. He did a. I mean, that's a classic Soul. But Soul was somebody I think that taught us that in hip hop you don't need a rhyme to make fucking something sound tight.
No.
He would.
No.
He was the first person I was listening to, and I was like trying to figure out his style and his like rhyme scheme and like bar. I'm like, this motherfucker isn't rhyming anything. What the fuck is he doing? And it still sounds so good. It sounded so perfect.
He makes a whole lot of
was,
nothing look real good,
dude.
and that's the definition of
With
it.
a very, very, very like
Highest respect, for
intelligent,
that. Yeah,
like
highest respect again.
concept. You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
yeah,
he
he's
takes it and excels in that.
Yeah, it's
smart.
like it's a crazy style to be a part of. If you can get into that situation and it just your rhyming sounds,
You're just like,
more
what
than your
the
rhyming
fuck?
words. It's nuts.
Yeah, when he gets on fire, he's on fire. You know, like when he wants to create something and make something, ooh, he really does it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hear some Oscar Goldman and Soul.
Oh man,
Well, Oscar's
that's gonna
sticking
be-
around.
that's
Oscar's
gonna
gonna
be
freestyle. He's
awesome.
gonna freestyle with us next
I mean,
too.
hey,
Oscar's here to stay.
if it can work out through the, teleprompter, why not?
That'd
The
be sick.
Titantron, if you
Oscar
will.
Goldman's got a night to go live.
I gotta go, you guys, but have a great night.
We love you. Thank you so much for staying with us for so long. We'll talk to you very soon. Hopefully, we can get you back inside studio and you know what I mean. Do it in a live session.
Most
but we
definitely.
appreciate you spending time with us tonight. Everybody, give it up for the one and only
Oscar Goldman.
Oscar
yeah.
Goldman.
You're a good man.
Love you
We
guys.
love you, Oscar.
Love you,
We
brother.
love you
Peace
always.
out.
Have a great
Peace,
night.
peace.
Peace
You too,
out.
bro.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.